Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So it's Sunday. So today we are working on a Champion chainsaw. I don't know if these are available in the States. They sell these at Canadian Tire here in Canada. Um, might be wondering, why are you working on that crap? Well, I know there's some people out there that are going to say these things are junk. Uh, and are they right? Well, kinda. Kinda, sorta. The performance factory of these things kind of sucks, but they have such good potential. So a little background on these saws. So this chassis is actually based on a Red Max, and I'm not sure what year, but Red Max acquired Husqvarna acquired Red Max, and then started using some of their tech, and that's largely what the 543 XP is based on. And this is very similar to a 543 XP, believe it or not. You don't have to believe me, but do your research, and I've looked into it quite a bit, and a lot of parts do interchange. Now in this chassis, there are a few different makers that make them. Like if you follow this channel, the Black & Decker that Crazy Feller sent out to people is very similar to these, but different in a way. And I'll get to that in a second here. But this general chassis, you can buy them as the Troy-Bilt 42cc, the Black & Decker 42cc, the Craftsman 42cc, and there's the Ryobi. The Ryobi saws are the same as this, and, well, obviously the Champion. And there could be others. If you know of others, put it in the comments. And the 543 XP, which is basically the same design as this saw, believe it or not. I just need to pause you guys for a second to find something. Okay, I just have to grab something for a prop for later in the video. So yeah, these are very similar to a 543 XP, and I know some people are gonna be like, no, it's not. Well, it actually really is. And I'll get to that in a bit here, but we'll talk about why these saws suck from the factory. Simple parts. Is there something else holding that thing on? Oh yeah, it goes through there, into that, and that, and this. So the dogs on these things actually keep the muffler on too. Which, I mean, I've seen that on other saws, that's not a big deal. Okay, get this muffler off. So this thing needs carb work too, because I think it's leaking past the inlet needle. I mentioned that to Turtle Wolfpack, who this song belongs to. Because yeah, there's fuel fucking everywhere. Jesus. That's awesome. Sorry, this is just kind of a mess right now. That all came out of the muffler. So I think there's something screwed with the carb, obviously. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. So I'd be okay with it not being too bad. I think it might just be a leaky inlet needle or something. Because when just before this video, I actually, oh, that stings. Wife's gonna be pissed off. Before I made this video, I dumped out gas, and actually a bunch of gas dumped out of the carburetor. So I think the inlet needle might not be seating. That's just a guess at this point. I'm not worrying about the carburetor today. That probably won't even be on video. My God, there's a lot of gas in that muffler. That's flipping crazy. Hey. No bueno. Okay, put that screw back in there so I don't lose it. But anyways, these chassis, they have a weight potential. If you follow the channel, when I built up that Black & Decker that Crazy Feller sent me, and then the Troy-Bilt, and the Troy-Bilt I took further because I already had experience working on one. The Troy-Bilt is a little more extreme. That thing's that's a 42cc saw that acts like it's, 55 cc's. Like, I was pretty proud of that. I remember how to take these apart. What am I missing here? Maybe I just didn't get those screws out all the way. Even though I've worked on 2 of these, it's been a while, so. Okay. Those guys out. Is there something? Oh, that's what it is. There's an extra bolt holding the air filter on. I like that most of the fasteners on these things are torque. I like torque screws, even more so than Allen key. Okay, so I'll get that out of the way. Now I'm confused here. Where is the choke? The choke lever must be in the bag of parts, I would assume, at this point, because that's weird. Okay, get that off. Fuel line's off. Purge bulb is off. Now this takes the D. Yeah, this takes a special adjuster too. Basic carb for a small CC saw. See if that gasket. Yeah, there's fuel all over the place in this thing. I'm really wondering where the choke is, because it wasn't on this part of the chassis. I'm assuming it's in the bag of parts I got for it. I'll worry about that later. Take this intake block off. So yeah, these we're going to take a look at the cylinder here, and that's very important because I need to get into something on these and talking about them. So the Troy-Bilts, the Craftsman, and the Black & Decker are all closed port cylinders. I've never been to a Champion or Ryobi ones, but they're more similar. Although the Ryobis, I think that they're only 37 cc's. This is a 40. Are they really any different? Probably not. That's what I've learned about saws. Sometimes from overseas, they kind of lie. And I think these are from Taiwan, not China. I think they're Jenfeng, same as like those plastic McCullochs that came out in the 90s or whenever they did. You know the ones I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, so this is an open port cylinder. Okay. Open port cylinder, kind of what I expected. So now here's where I got the prop out. So, put my calipers in these, that'd be super cool if I did. Let's check the bore, because I believe the bore on the Troy-Bilt is 41 millimeters, I think. I'll have to double check that. So this is a 40.45 millimeter bore. So okay, apart from that, so we're gonna look at something here. So what we have here, same chassis. This is an MTD, and this is actually a McCulloch saw, because I think Jenfeng was making McCullochs. So here's the big thing about these. So this piston on this one, sorry the dryer's on, is a Strato piston, and the cylinder off that is a Strato cylinder, but this one came off with a block-off plate. But this cylinder is pretty much identical to a 543 XP cylinder, and that's how the clones are too, with the same block-off plate, because it doesn't have to be Strato, because they're made in China and they don't care about regulations and stuff like that. And like the Black & Decker and the Craftsman, the Troy-Bilt, they have transfer cap access, but as you can see, it's closed port. And this one is, let's take a bore diameter on this one. This one's 40.5 cc, so it's pretty much the same. There are differences in the combustion chamber. The cylinder is slightly taller, but really not much. Like, I probably put this on here. But the thing about the blocked off Stratos is so... Because it's funny, because the Black & Decker and the Troy-Bilt do not have the closed off transfers. Or Strato ports. They don't have Strato ports at all. They're just a non-Strato saw. But these ones, for whatever reason, like the 543 clones, a Strato piston and cylinder with it blocked off. Well, now, and that makes it better. I think non-Strato saws are better than Strato saws in general. But the thing is, so you made this, blocked that off, made a non-Strato saw, but you still got this heavy-ass piston in there. Where this one, I mean, I don't have a scale here, but I guarantee you, there's a huge weight difference between these pistons. Okay, this is a single ringer. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure the Troy-Bilts have dual rings too, but that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really matter. That's just a little interesting little tidbit of information, I think. I hope I can get this thing back together. Like, this is... Anyways, hopefully I can. But yeah, so we're going to port this thing for my buddy Turtle Wolfpack there. He's a subscriber, if I haven't mentioned that 6 times yet. But I want to take the base gasket off before I do timing numbers, and take the ring off because that just makes life easier. And we're going to check the numbers on this thing. And like I said, you can say these are junk saws, but I mean, you can give them a lot of potential. Another thing is the mufflers on these. This muffler probably weighs a good pound, if not more, because it's a catalytic muffler. Which, just if you had one of these and just gutted the muffler alone, it'd probably make a sizable performance gain. Just saying, if you own one of these, this just some information you might want to know. I'm gonna pause you guys while I scrape the gasket material off here. Okay, so I got the angle finder on there, zeroed out. So we're gonna do timing numbers on this thing. Now, in my experience, and maybe this won't be the case for this, saws that have the catalytic muffler tend to have a really low exhaust roof. Like, I think that 50cc Pro Yamaha, I think when I got it and first ported, I think the exhaust height was like 115 after top dead center, which is pretty, it's excessive. Blow down, intake, duration for the intake. Let's write that down, and the squish. Hopefully I remember to actually take a Squish membership. Oh, I can't talk today. Anyways, it's Sunday. Don't need to talk. Okay, get that in the exhaust port. See where the exhaust is on this bad boy. It's way down there. That's weird. It's got like a little nipple on the exhaust port. That's very odd. Huh. Afterwards, I'm going to bring the camera in here and show you this nipple. So I'm not sure where to go. So if I go below the nipple, where it actually opens up, it's 73.5, so that'd be... That's not bad. That's really not bad, actually. So what I said about long blowdown on saws with catalytic mufflers, that might be bullshit. Okay. So there's that little tick. That's so weird. So where the actual main port opens, we're going to call it right there. We're going to ignore that little tick because it's got like this little tick on the top, which is weird. So that's 71, so that'd be 19, so that'd be 109 on the exhaust. But I'm going to take a measurement when that little tick opens. I'm going to bring you guys in and show you that tick if the camera will pick it up, because that's actually weird. I've never seen that before. Okay. So that little tick starts to open up at... that'd be 105. Huh. So that tick is what I want to go by to get where I want the number to be. So I'm going to open up the entire exhaust port to where that tick is, because it's a weird cylinder. It's a weird ass cylinder. Okay, transfers. Small cylinders can sometimes be a pain in the butt to see what you're doing. Let's see if I can direct the light a little bit. God, these are hard to see in this saw. Okay, we're going to see the transfers open up right there. So that'd be 53. So that'd be 37. So that'd be 127 on the transfers. There's a lot of blowdown, but that's not a bad thing, really. 127 on the transfers. So going by the 109, which we're going to go by that, we're going to ignore the little tick, the little bump in the exhaust port. So that would give us 18 degrees blowdown, right? Yep, 18 degrees blowdown. 9, yeah, 18. Which is actually not a bad number, and when I raise that to the whole thing to 105, that's going to give us 22, which is what I'm going to aim for. I'm not going to touch the top of the transfers. Okay, and then let's look at the intake. Okay, let's put that guy at top dead center. And right there is where she opens, which is 70 degrees. 70.1, which gives us 140 duration. I'm going to increase that a little bit. I want to try and get to, I'm going to aim for 150 on that. But yeah, let's check the squish on it, and then I'm going to bring you guys in and show you this weird ass exhaust port if I can. I can probably show it from the other side here too, but soudure. It's solder. There we go. Grabbed a piece. Need to trim it down because it's been squished already. This is 40,000 solder. I think it's 40,000s. Yeah, it doesn't even touch. Does not even touch. So we got over 40,000 squish here. Wish I had some bigger solder so I could kind of. Yeah, it does not even touch. Now let's see if we can MacGyver something, eh? I'm talking old school MacGyver, not the crap MacGyver series that's on now. That's stupid. Okay, let's see if I can do something by twisting this up and actually get a squish reading. Let's try to do it back here, the intake side. So obviously there's going to be some machine work in the future of this saw. I'm going to take, because it's over 40,000, I'm just going to go ahead and take 30 thou off, because I can always machine the piston down. That's not a big deal. But yeah, it's got a lot of squish. It's got a lot of, I wonder if, I got a piece of 063 silicone bronze here. I wonder if it'll squish this. It might. This stuff's pretty soft. It's a lot harder than solder, but I don't think it's going to cause any issues here. Well, it actually taps. Not much, though. Yeah, so this thing, I'm guessing this thing has about 50,000 minutes squish, because it's just tapping. You can feel a little bit of resistance, but yeah, it's I might take 40 thou off the cylinder. Like, that seems like a lot, but I think it needs it. Yeah, it needs it. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna take the exhaust. Oh yeah, I'll show you that. I'll take the cylinder off. Might be easier to show you that tick. I never even noticed it when I had this apart. I put the wrong one in. That's why. The right one? No. That is the right one. It's definitely not the right one. What did I do with the right one? That was a smaller of the two that I had out. It's amazing how organized I am some days. Pause you guys for a second. Okay, I think I got this figured out. actually. Yeah, see, take a look at this weird tick on the exhaust port. Camera picking that up. Look at that. So the thing is, and isn't that weird that they put that tick there? Because if you grind that out, you're going to end up with pretty much exactly 105 on the exhaust, which where I think it should actually be. That's really weird. Does this one have it? This is the MTD McCulloch saw. No, that does not have that. I know the Troy build didn't have that. But yeah, like, yeah, these cylinders are. I could put this closed port cylinder on this saw with the piston, because I mean it's a little taller, but maybe like maybe 1/8 of an inch, so not much. But JC likes stuff original, so I'm gonna use this one. Anyways, so that's it for today. I'm just doing a quick video on this one. I need to take that to work to machine, because I need to take 40 thou off that thing, like right off the bat. And that'll probably take my intake to where I want it to be. The exhaust roof's gonna have to go up quite a bit after that, but we'll deal with that after, right? First order of business is machine work, and if I take too much out of that piston will turn into a pop-up. So yeah, that's my plan. Anyways, hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Tasman Kenny Fuller is having a live feed at I think 2 o'clock his time, which is Pacific Standard Time. That's 3 o'clock here in Edmonton. But yeah, just, if you don't check out Tasman Kenny Fuller's channel, you should. He's a great guy. He puts on a great time for everybody at Tazapalooza. Anyways, take it easy. Bye.